Hello viewers, you are watching ASUB live from our studio in Istanbul. My name is Saikou Camara and I have a guest for you, our friend Ahmed from Egypt. So he is our guest today. Can you introduce yourself to the viewers, please?
Thank you very much for the introduction. My name is Ahmed Balboul. I'm from Egypt. I've been in Turkey for 6 years and now I'm studying political science and international relations at Haldum University with my friend.
Viewers, today our topic is poverty, generally and particularly in Africa. So, before going into the details, can you define poverty in your own perspective for the viewers?
I think, to be basic, the majority of us knows about the topic poverty, and we know that it's basically having less quality food, suffering with the equipments, having less than the normal average. That's basically can be defined. I don't know it's that gonna be so deep to definition, but that's the basics.
Okay, so we have seen poverty has been an epidemic in Africa now.
Yes.
And it can lead to a lot of things. Like poverty can lead to political instability. It can also lead to a climate change, as we have seen in Africa.
Yes.
And poverty can also lead to conflicts between the tribes. So we have seen all this in Africa. So what do you think it is causing poverty in Africa at this high level?
Now it may sound so weird, but as a politician, I believe that, as you said, poverty may cause a lot of political issues.
Yeah.
But if you ask me the truth, I would prefer to say that political issues and not having a good management in a country is the main reason behind any country being poor. Because there's no poor countries. There's only bad management. That's a quotation.
Okay.
There's no poor countries.
May I interrupt you there?
Sure.
Okay. Chinua Achebe, he also mentioned this leadership is the problem of Africans.
Yes.
As you are also saying.
We are missing. Since I'm from Egypt, I know not a lot of information about Africa, but at least I've seen something.
Yeah.
So I know that we in Africa miss the leadership, miss the good management. In definitions of politics, we can see that politics is basically about how to make a country rich. Politics is serving the economic system in a country.
Okay.
So if you have a poor country, you have to be 100% sure that there's a bad management in this country.
Okay.
And this has a lot of causes. One of them is colonialism. Africa has been used for a lot of time by the others.
Yeah.
Without mentioning.
Okay. No, without mentioning this, we will make it simple for the viewers, because I think if to make it simple, it is Western people who are also behind the things.
Sure. England at the past, France, tried. They're like Italy went in and out. A lot of European countries trying to get what they can from Africa.
Do you think to take cash from international countries can solve this problem?
Actually, I can give an example from Egypt. Our president now taking a lot of money from the international banks as debt. Just lodging the number of debts on the country, giving it a lot of load that the country cannot pay back. We have money, but this money is going to who? And that person is doing what with the money? Think of the luck games. You know when you buy a ticket with a number on it and you scratch it and you win $1 million, $2 million just by luck. When you win them, you have two choices: spending them wrongly, stealing them, just taking them for yourself without saving them.
Okay.
And the third one is investing in good management, because the $1 million is going to be $10 million at some point if you invest them.
Okay.
But in Africa, we know that all presidents and all these political systems are even manipulated or has no experience in the management.
Do you think poverty also has a big causation against our security? Because also as we know, Kofi Annan he was the 7th Secretary General for United Nations. He also said this: an extreme poverty, it is a threat to security everywhere.
Security.
Yeah, to security. So, what do you make of from this in regards to Africa?
Actually, it's a basic conclusion, because when you have no money in the country, or you have money but bad managed money, you will have no nothing to invest in the police, nothing to invest in the army, nothing to invest in the military power, nothing to invest to protect the country. So if there's no input in this security section, you will have no security.
Okay, then we move to another point of poverty, as we have seen our leaders, and still we are seeing them begging at international levels. They are begging money basically. But if they were not able to pay, our future leaders will going to face the problem. So what do you think the dependency? Africans are really dependent on Western people.
If we want to see the clear picture of Africa, we need to see that the money is going to the president himself, who's taking the loans from Western countries.
Yeah.
When the president takes the money, the only person we see become more richer is the president and his family and his surrounding people.
Yeah.
So he's taking loans on the name of the country, but going for personal spendings.
Or in a summary, it's like he's misusing our money.
And that's actually is a big problem, because as you said, in the future, when you become the leader, or anyone going to be the leader, he is going to face a lot of loans that it didn't come to the country.
Yeah.
It did not go for the country. It goes directly to the president. He used it for himself, buying yachts, buying houses. No, nothing for the country. But you will have to pay that back.
As you all heard, those are the words of Ahmed, our friend, a political science student at Haldum University. So our leadership is our problem. Sino Achebe says this, and still we are facing this problem. Leadership is our problem as Africans. It seems like we are having a caller from Gambia. Let's check. You stay there and see who is calling. Hello, brother.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Okay, today we are discussing poverty. Actually, what is your name and where are you calling from? Oh,
The line
we
is-
apologize for that. That's
Yeah.
network. Still, these are all under the problem of our leaders in Africa. So,
Yes.
if even a good network, okay, he's calling
calling
again. Hello, brother.
Yes,
Welcome to the program.
thank you.
Today we are discussing poverty.
Poverty.
Yes. So, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Saikou Camara, calling from dilated,
Gambia. Okay. Brother,
He's in Africa. He's in Africa.
He's in Africa. Okay. I want to ask you a question with regards to poverty in Africa generally.
Okay.
Do you think we have seen our leaders now? They are depending on these international countries. This what we call bondages of dependency. Do you think we can, with this dependence, we can eradicate poverty from Africa?
Absolutely no.
Okay.
With dependency, we cannot eradicate poverty because most of these aids given to our leaders are attached to conditions. We
Yeah.
call them aids of
As you said,
conditionality. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if those aids are given to our leaders,
Mhm.
it doesn't match with our developmental realities on the ground. So
Yeah.
it will be there.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I mean, what I believe is what most of the theories have suggested. If not the linking, what we have to give what we call independent aid to nations that they will save their own development, but not because of reforms. There are aids
Sure.
given based on reforms, and there are aids given as skills. There are aids given as incentives, and there are those aids are all called traps according to Paul Collier in his book The Bottom Billion. You know?
So.
One of the aids and national resource trap is that, and there is another trap which is
Hello. Okay, can you hear me again?
yes, I think those are all traps. Yes, I think those are all traps to us and they deprive us of our rights. Yeah?
Okay.
And basically, as it is been, as poverty is defined by World Bank, according to them, is $1.1
Yes.
25 cents per day. So if you are living below that, you are living in absolute poverty. But
Yes,
some theories go
that's
beyond to
the
say that
definition.
yes, that's not the yes, poverty is not limited to income only, but poverty has to go beyond that. There are also other factors that can be described as poverty, because when human are developed their capabilities, they cannot harness, they cannot
Before we lose the connection again, I would like to ask.
Okay, Dauda, my guest has a question for you. Please, can you listen to him?
Mr. Dauda, I would love to ask you about the solutions. I'm Ahmed. I'm studying politics. We've been discussing the poverty for today. I would like to ask you about the solution. Do you believe that the individual can do something for that?
Do I believe?
That the individual has his role to change something in the system or to affect.
Very well. Individuals as human beings, we should be the directors, owners, and drivers. So if you believe that you are the owner of something, obviously you will take the lead or the front seat to achieve something for that athletic in contrary to marginalization, where people are marginalized, they will be able to harness from the exploitation.
Do you agree that for the past few years or few 10 years, actually decades, we have been just blaming the system and blaming the leaders? We know that the leaders has a lot of mistakes. They have a lot of mistakes going on. But do we have any opportunity to do something just blaming them, just saying that they are doing that wrong?
Without acting, you
I don't think by pointing fingers at one another will be the concrete solution to our problems. I think the most important thing is we all come up. One thing we should have is the total attitudinal reforms. Africans should change their attitudes towards development. We should not sit and think that our stated leaders will develop us, but instead we have to be stakeholders in that development. I think that will be the solution to our development. But sitting at home, being on social media, sending criticisms and baseless criticisms to leaders that will develop Africa as a
just when you change your profile picture, we all need to know that when you change the profile picture, the system does not change. That's the thing. Thank you for your agreement.
Okay, thank you very much, Dauda. That is Dauda, a political science and developmental studies from Gambia, UTG. Okay, Ahmed, I think you have heard what Dauda said about the solutions. He also emphasized.
He agreed with the individual rule that we have to start with ourselves.
Yeah, it seems like someone is also trying from Sudan, but I don't know.
The connection is problematic today.
Hello, brother.
Yeah, hello.
Brother, welcome to the program.
Okay.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm saying I'm a practitioner.
Okay.
Republic of the Gambia, but I call myself as an African citizen. And I'm currently a student at the International University of Africa in Sudan.
Okay, I was about to ask you, do you think we can find a solution of poverty in Africa right now? We can eradicate it from out of Africa because we have seen our leaders are always depending on international countries.
Okay, I think, brother, you asked a question, whenever you ask any youth, Pan-African youth, like the one of I wish of one of them. Okay, poverty in Africa. Okay, one have to study African economical status before the colonialism, and then just see during the colonialism. After the colonialism, then you have to compare the two or the three factors. So Africa, I wrote an article called "Africa: The Front Line of the Civilization." Whenever you check Africa, it is a self-sufficient people who have everything that the human society needs to survive. So actually the kind of poverty Africa is witnessing, as one of the writers mentioned in the book called How Europe Underdeveloped Africa, you kind of see it's
Western people are
it is a result of external forces that came to Africa in order to disarm African people, to erase everything that has to do with their history, the connection between current African and the African before, how African used to be doing in order to tackle. One can study about the people in Western Sudan, how they tackled the challenges of Sahara Desert when that desert started coming. So the current situation is if poverty can be tackled in Africa or not. I said there's only one solution. Africa still remains the richest continent when it comes to the natural resources.
Yes.
When it is transformed
correctly, it can serve the entire African continent. So what is happening here? And this is not stopping because still we are providing the raw materials for the West and the China. Everybody knows this is going on.
Yeah, that's the fact.
We allow ourselves to make sure that we do not depopulate our societies, and then we make sure that the labor that we provided for the outside world, we make it in Africa. Instead of concentrating a lot about the loans that we are taking from West, let us save our money in Africa. You see how many amount of money saved by Africans in Europe, and then the farming, that is the basic of the African survival. Africans are trying to stay away from it every day. And for example, I'm from a country called the Gambia, which I believe as a businessman, even me, if I are concentrated enough, 5 years I can save the entire country.
We have seen Kofi Annan, the 7th Secretary General of the United Nations, said an extreme poverty anywhere is a threat to security everywhere. So do you think we have a security problem because of poverty in Africa?
Yes, actually we have it because, human being is a kind of creature. We're not trying to, ignore the fact that we're humans. So human being is always trying to look for acceptance. It's always trying to look for easiness when it comes to, life. So when people don't have what they need, when they have what to eat, what to put on, what to drink, this actually everything that has to do with humanity, being humans in them.
Yeah.
So somebody is no longer human because you're hungry and you don't even think. Okay, because this is something, another motive driving you from you being a human to become a monster. And one can look at a situation in Liberia before.
Yeah, sure.
One can check the situation in DRC.
Sure.
One can look at the situation in Casamance in Senegal, where you know the place more than me.
Sure.
You're kind of seeing the poverty is actually driving people for whatever they believe from.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. That's Ibrahim Assise calling from Sudan in Khartoum right now. Okay, Ahmed, they are all talking about only one thing, that is Western people are involved in that they are causing the problem of poverty in Africa. And to solve this problem, we don't need to depend on Western people again. Before we conclude the program, do you think we can find a solution to this problem?
The solution may sound so basic to us, and we may heard that a lot, but the solution starts with us. Every problem's solution starts with the individual. You need to change yourself. You need to manage. The very first beginning thing you need to do is understand, to be able to know that there's something wrong happening here. And today we're trying to explain that with our friend here.
Yeah.
But if you know that, the second step is to improve yourself, to know how can I affect that? What am I doing in the system to change? You need to know that you are in a big system going on, and as you said, leadership is the key. You don't have to be a leader to the country, but everyone has the chance to be a leader in his own life.
Okay.
Managing your life is the choice, actually. So just educate yourself and you will know it.
Okay, basically he's saying education is the key to success, and he's also emphasizing that we have to check up ourselves.
Yes.
We have to start with individuals or criticism of individuals. So just criticize yourself and change yourself, then we can go to the communities. So what will be your final message to the viewers, because we are running out of time?
Shortly, I would love to say that don't try to finger point everyone that he did that president did that, the country is doing that. Point on yourself. See what are you doing, how can you react to it. We are not responsible for every political issue happening, but we are totally responsible for our reaction to it. So think about your reaction, not the action itself.
Okay, thank you so much, viewers. That's all we have for you.